Hey, hi friends, welcome back to Azure cicd pipeline session 4. Here we have to create the Azure cicd pipeline from the scratch. Is inside the Azure repository. I selected the repository, and you can see in the in the repository I have the old YML file which I created for the pipeline earlier. So let me delete that. And after deleting the YML file, you can see one of the TF file is present there. Because earlier I imported the this Terraform file from my GitHub. Okay, if you have any Terraform file to deploy, or you can to provision the resources inside the Azure, you can import it here. And after that we have to create the pipeline, and what about the default things that present inside the pipeline, let me remove it because I have to write the code from the scratch. And the triggering, it is not required to enable it, so I have to mention triggering equal to none. And the image of like what of the image would be used for this pipeline, that is the Ubuntu latest one, so we can skip it. Okay, and after that we have to create the stage. So stage is nothing, it is logical grouping of the number of the task. So in the stage I have to mention the condition, like the if the if the job got not validated, then it will stop. So I have to mention continue on error equal to false. Means if it found any kind of error, the whole job or the whole task could be okay, it will be stopped, okay, without resuming, or without running the job, it will be stop immediate. Okay, so I have to define the condition like continue error on error equal to false here. Inside the stage, the whole job it will be try to validate. In case if found any kind of error while doing the validating, it will be automatic stop. Then after that, we have to create number of steps. Like the first step, we have to before initialize the Terraform, first of all we have to install the Terraform. So let me search Terraform, and you have to select the Terraform installer. Before we doing the Terraform installation, we have to install the Terraform. So I selected that. And while selecting the Terraform installer, you have to define the display name. Because why the display name is required? Because while you deploy the pipeline, so whatever the job it would be run inside the like on the command line, so at least you can see that like what is the job it is running. Okay, so at that time the display name can you can see like what is my job. Okay, so and after doing the Terraform installer, we have to initialize the Terraform. So let me select the Terraform, and the command would be init, right? So I have to keep as it is, like the init I have to keep it. And after that I have to click on add. Then my code will be add automatic here. And the yeah, it is my task. Okay, so I have to define the display name equal to Terraform init, like because this task is using for Terraform initialization, right? So that I mentioned Terraform init. And after that I have to do the Terraform plan. So let me go to the task, and let me search Terraform to take the assistant. Okay, and here I have to select the command would be Terraform, and the command would be validate. Because once initialize the Terraform, I have to validate my code whether it is correct or not. Okay, and once validate the code, then I have to proceed to go with the plan and the apply. Okay, so similarly for the plan and apply, you can define the display name here. Okay, so let me do that. So I did the validate. Now you have to select the plan. Just click on plan, then you have to click on add, so that like the code would be you know are automatic for this. Okay, so as it is I'm doing for the demo prospecting, plan is not required. So once validated that, we can directly apply the code. So that's why I skip the plan. Okay, so if you want to add the plan, you can do that. Otherwise, if you want to skip it also, you can skip it. But generally for the production, without planning, okay, without the planning, the apply is don't go ahead to apply it. Because first of all you have to check the plan, like what is the resource are going to deploy. Then after that we have to generally have to do the apply. Okay, so you can do the plan first, then you can proceed for the apply. And the display name, similarly I can add like Terraform apply. uh, that is the code I have. Let me save it and run this CI/CD pipeline job. Let's see, it is the first time we are running the CI/CD pipeline job. Let's see whether it is getting created or not. It seems we need some permission, like this pipeline need permission to access the resources. Okay, let me select that and let me permit to use that, because it is asking to use that service connection which you have already you created earlier to authenticate the Azure subscription to deploy the services inside the my defined subscription. It seems got failed. Let me see what is the error behind it. Let me open it. Okay, as for the error, you can see it is saying no hosted parallelism has been purchased or granted, because it's the trial account. So as per the trial account, this parallelism has been not purchased or granted. So in order to enable that, we have to raise the request. Just let me go to the whole error. If you open this error, you can see the URL is already there to raise the request to enable the parallelism, to run this job. So let me open this URL. Here you have to enter your name, like the whatever the account name is you have using for the Azure account. You have to enter the name, that enter name here, and you have to enter your Azure email account, like whatever the email account you have registered for the Azure account. You have to define that. Let me copy my email account here. Okay, so I enter my email ID. Similarly, we have to enter the organizer name. So while enabling the Azure DevOps, the first time we can see it asks to enable the organization. So it is the organization name. So let me copy that and I have to put here. And after that is saying, are you requesting the parallelism request for the public or the private project? So let me do for the public one, because it is the I have the public project. Okay, like whatever the project I have created, that is the public one. So I select the public one, and after that is asking to please provide the list of the link to the public repository you plan to build. Okay, so whatever the repository I have created, so I have to define the whole project repository URL here. So let me go to the repository and let me copy this URL. Okay, similarly this example, so let me copy this URL. Okay, and this request is trying to do for the public project only, right? Similarly we can do for the private one, and you have to do the justification here. Okay, you have to define the what are the justification you want to provide to enable the parallelism to run your Azure CI/CD pipeline job. So I can give an example, like need to perform as a demo. Okay, so I have to click on submit, and it will take 2 to 4 business working days to get approved. And once get it approved, then we can try to run that CI/CD pipeline job. Okay.